Okay. So, change my scene here. There we go. Dropping all kinds of things right now. Doing good. Doing good. Okay. So I'm on the last mission. Go in here so that I don't have the crazy Ender Dragons techno going on. Here we are, last mission. I'm expecting death because this mission, on my other account, I legitimately have, I think, 6 or 7 characters just sitting at this mission. Because of like power creep and stuff like that, this mission has gotten significantly easier. But when it first came out, it was
Gotta find the rest of my detail.
rough.
What do you have for me?
Yeah, it was rough. So originally, there was armor repair in the game, and there was death penalty. So if you died, you had a percentage of your armor that would break, and you'd also have a percentage. It was a weird carryover from Guild Wars 1 because that was a big thing in Guild Wars 1. So the more you were rewarded for not dying, you know, but the more you did, the worse it got, significantly, to the point where you really couldn't. It made some things very difficult to solo, so you had to just restart instead of like letting that death penalty stack. The other thing that it did was when you got to the end of the mission, it's a 3-phase mission, but there's 2 really, well, no, there's 3 phases. They're all really obviously different. It's the second phase where you would die. Usually the second part of the second phase. And what happened was they'd send you back to the beginning of the mission, and you had to start all over again from the beginning of phase 1. They've changed that, so that doesn't happen anymore. You res on the spot. So like if you say, you know, restart or whatever, it doesn't even take you back to the beginning of a phase. It just reses you right where you were. So that makes it a lot easier to play alone. Because it was an interesting thing. I think they both expected and didn't expect people to play together. So the people that did play, because if you grouped up with somebody, that was also a pain, because what would happen is if one of you died, the other one would get teleported up to like a viewing platform, and you couldn't rejoin them unless they died also. You just stayed there the whole time. Even if it was the whole mission, you just stayed there. They changed that. You don't have that anymore either. But yeah. So they did a lot of things where they were not rewarding you for playing with other players at all. There was no benefit to playing with somebody else. And they also were punishing you for playing by yourself. So I'm glad they fixed all those things. I'm not sure why they were in place in the first place, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. It's not there anymore. Okay, so there might be an achievement for talking to everyone. So I try to talk to everyone, just in case. Just your face. Just gonna leave her there like that. That's nice. I don't think there's an achievement for talking to everyone. Nope. And you can't talk to Bram, which I always thought was odd. Oh, he seems to have disappeared. okay then. So you can talk to this guy to go back to the beginning of the map if you want to. But the mission's over. So we're just going to play this fun little game of don't hit any of the thorns on the way down. There we go. Look at that. Amazing.
Mordremoth didn't even try to cover its tracks. Either this is a trap, or the dragon's getting desperate.
Doesn't matter. Traherne's here, and even if he is just bait, he'll still lead us to Mordremoth.
You've made it this far. Are you ready for one last push?
I am. I will never be the dragon's slave.
Alright. I don't count this as a phase.
We've got company.
Although, I guess technically you do have to get through it first. But there's not much to do this part of it. There's a box on my desk that is right in front of my skill bar. Yeah. Not that I've memorized the skills at this point, but I don't know if I'm clicking on it. Ah, that was rude. And I'm on the... Okay, there we go.
Looks like there's only one way forward.
Let's move then.
Get to
Stick close.
Traherne
We
without
don't know what's
triggering
down
any of Mordrum's blighting pods. Oh. I think you trigger them if you get too close to them. Yeah, see they have a little ring around them. Now, that like growling and gurgling, if you're a Sylvari,
Is focused on the battles outside. We'll never get a better chance.
if you're a Sylvari, he says words there. So, that's the type of stuff that you've been hearing as a Sylvari. But, words. Now, this, again, it may have been an achievement when this first came out, but those
There
rings
he
were
is.
not on the floor.
Marshal Traherne, can you hear me?
Commander, the pact, is it?
All but gone, Marshal. But me and my team will finish this.
It's too late. I know. I am part of the jungle dragon now. It is everywhere.
So how do we kill it? Burn every field, fell every forest?
No, it can't be defeated that way. It'll just grow back. Its roots have spread too far. Too deep?
Then we destroy the root, Mordremoth's mine. Its strongest attacks come from its mine, from the dream. That's our target.
Sound strategy, Commander. Turn the tables and attack the dragon the same way it's been attacking us. Brilliant.
He just
You don't
talked
need a
again.
translator to understand that. The dragon doesn't like this idea.
Yes. Strike at the dragon's mind through the dream. It can work. And my connection will provide the access you need.
The Rada Novan said each Elder Dragon has a weak spot. We just identified Mordremoth's.
I'm ready. If I concentrate, I can open a path into the dream, into Mordremoth's mind. Your minds will make the journey, but your bodies will remain here in the cavern.
I've seen enough metaphysical landscapes lately. I'll stay behind to keep the Mordrum at bay.
I'll stay too. If something goes wrong, or Traherne isn't what he seems to be, I'll be standing by.
All right, 3 of us go in, 3 stay behind.
So I always pick the same people to go with me into the mission, largely because what happens when you go in is you fight one of their, like, torment issues. So with Bram, you fight against air and Garm. And with Canuck, you fight against himself. But as a dragon minion. Kaith, I'm not actually sure who you fight against with Kaith. I'd have to look it up. But I know that with, it might be actually against, it might be the same deal. It might be a dragon servant version of Kaith. But the Bram skill set is really helpful for the end of the second phase, so you should always bring Bram. His bubble, he can protect you from like crazy debris and stuff, and the whole floor like goes nuts, and he can protect you from that. So he's really useful. And Canuck's skill set is just stronger than Kaith's, so he's more likely to stay alive, and he's more likely to res you if you make him. So I always pick Canuck and Bram.
My mother deserves justice, and I deserve the chance to get it for her.
I was strong enough to make it this far. Don't leave me behind now.
I swear by the Pale Tree, none of you are being taken by the dragon on my watch.
Taking on an elder dragon and all its hordes. Just like old times, eh, Ritlock?
Exactly like old times, which means you stay where I can see you.
Okay.
You should not have come here. I am everywhere. I am all.
Only in your mind, and I will reduce your mind to ashes before I'm done.
Old words, but empty ones.
Thanks to you, my legend ended in failure. Fallen, forgotten, and far from home.
I'm done listening to these lies. You're not my mother. You're Mordremoth's toy. Come on!
Okay, so with this one, we have to take down Garm in order to take her down. So she's completely invulnerable. She shoots those really obnoxious sniper lines at us. And so until we take him down...
Can't pin her down. She's too quick.
Focus on Garm. Believe me, if you down him, she'll come running.
And keep moving. With her, you want to keep moving as much as possible. Okay, so there goes Garm, and now she will
I
come,
did it! She's vulnerable!
and then we have to
Take her down!
hit her with as much as we can while she's standing there. So,
Watch it. Garm's back on his feet.
it's not a lot of time. One of the nice things is when you have unlocked the mushrooms here, like the speed boost mushroom and the adrenaline mushroom, specifically the adrenaline mushroom, it recharges all of your skills when you collect it. So, oh, come on. And you can interrupt her and make her stand here for longer, like that. But you have to have your interrupt ready. Because it's, you know, a lot of time. Okay, Garm is done. The fire things are the worst. Because the lines, for the most part, you can avoid. Woo! Unless you get shot right in the face with one like that. But for the most part, you can avoid them. Here she comes. Knock her down. I save my traps for when she's at arms, because that's mainly most useful. I use the other interrupt, my level 5 skill, for her. Ugh. My fingers are already getting tired. To remind myself that I don't have to keep hitting one. I am a button masher, so I have a tendency. Whoa! That was me changing direction at the worst possible time. But yeah, I have to try to remind myself that I do not, in fact, have to keep hitting the button. Oop. Heal myself. There we go. Poison, fire, bleed, all the things. Heal while I can. I should have enough time to use my traps. Sure. And then get them back before she's ready. Fire and the lines same time. Gotta go interrupt her. I think Bram actually interrupted her that time, which is incredible. Okay. Probably 2 more times. Come on, Garm. Thank you. Wrong button. Ooh, she's getting me. For anyone who's keeping track, she usually does 3 shots in a row. And then she goes to the fire, or she'll do 2 sets of 3 shots in a row and then go to the fire, which is, I think, what she just did. I don't remember how many fire shots there are. I used to do this so much that I would count them. Reminding myself again, I don't have to keep hitting the button. Alright, maybe 2 more times and I'll get her down. I don't know if I can get close enough to him that my trap won't do anything. Nope. I think I might be able to get him something a little bit. There we go. tiny box. Ah. Oh. I might burn to death here. I did in fact burn to death. There we go. Can I interrupt her? Oh, she was interrupted. How nice. So I will at least get some damage on her. I'll have to do it again. But that's okay. Ooh. One, two, three, and fire. We're gonna play the jumpy. Ooh. There we go. Over these again. It's making me work. Hey, get back over here. That was cheating. You didn't even go down all the way. Oh my god. Killing me with these lines. Yes! Go away, air. There we
She
go.
looks normal. Is this another trick?
Look there! A rift open. Maybe now we can break Mordremoth's illusion. Let's widen the rift. The more we crack open this nightmare, the weaker Mordremoth becomes.
Commander, at the end there, she seemed like herself again.
That's because we overcame Mordremoth's illusion. And the real Era would be proud of how you did it.
Okay. Now we go into the next one, which is Kanak.
Who are you supposed to be?
I am you, what you were meant to be, what you will be. Mordremoth's loyal servant, and gladly serve. You are strong, but lack focus. So you seek a master. Mordremoth is that master.
Is this a joke? My will has always been my own. I seek no master and never have. I am no one's servant.
Oh? Countess Anise would disagree. Accept the truth. Mordremoth needs servants, and you were born to serve.
No. To redeem myself, I choose to serve, as I choose to kill you now.
Okay. So Kanak is a little bit of a pain. He throws bombs, as he is demonstrating so nicely for us right now. And basically during this first part, you really just shoot at him for a while, but then Kanak will reflect some of the bombs back. And so you have to get behind him to reflect those to reflect those ones back. He can't reflect all of them though, so ow, ow, boo. So you have to, those big ones, he cannot reflect, the fire bombs. So you have to get behind him when he's reflecting the regular ones and run away from the fire ones. But that won't start until, it might be when he reaches 75% health. The reflection starts. Yeah, see, he just teleported back into the center. Yeah, and he's invulnerable.
He won't let up. I need some cover.
Understood. Mortimer's squeezing hard, but I won't break. Get behind me, Commander. I'll deflect the grenades.
Okay, so we have to keep an eye on where he is. And watch for fire ones. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Fire ones are the first. Alright, now come to the other side. Get over there. He also, if you just noticed, deflects my projectiles sometimes. Ugh, firebomb. Come on, come on. Thank you. So now something. He's killing me there. Fortunately, most of his bombs don't do a whole lot of damage. They're just annoying, or they disable you. So, like that, which is annoying, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. I really need Canuck to keep this shield up for a little bit longer than he is, and I need Blighted Canuck to stop using the wrong kinds of bombs. That's what we have happening.
Block the fire grenades. Can't think. Mortimer's affecting me. Sorry, Commander. I'm doing my best.
You're doing fine. But yeah, so Canuck is struggling a little bit in here because he thinks, well, he is being influenced. But, so at some point, once his health goes to 25, I think, then I'll have to use the shield on my own. It's really fun. Another firebomb. So this is the first phase of the fight, is when you're fighting against whoever you chose. And then the second phase we will meet Mordremoth, who looks like a little stumpy alligator, which is kind of cute. In an awful, terrible, eye-gaping kind of way, but little stumpy alligator. Firebomb, good, good. Useful. Means I can do nothing in this situation. I love that. Put you down to 25%, huh? So we can move on.
Still with us, Canuck?
It's too much. Can't control myself. Can't trust myself. Here, take my shield and finish him.
Oh. Oh no. Of course, he has to sit in a weird spot. Makes it difficult. That's okay. Ooh, firebomb. See if I can hit him with any of those. Oh. Oh, firebomb. Oh no. How close are we here? 3%. Really? He just blocked those all back on me. Cute. I'm gonna hit you with my own skills because I'm tired of waiting for you to die.
Hold on! I've seen this before. We need to open the rift to weaken Mordremoth's mind and disrupt its control.
Very well. But I've done my best to kill your will. I remain ready to eliminate this one.
Alright, let's wait until the fire stops so that maybe I don't die. There we go. Okay.
I was strong enough to change what I was. I will be strong enough not to become that. If we fight hard enough, Mordremoth can't maintain its illusions.
We're weakening it. Breaking its grip on the mindscape gives us the chance to take control. Our minds have power here too. Let's use it.
Let's use it.
Thank you for trusting my strength, Commander. And for lending me yours.
You earned it. In my world, a willful comrade is always better than an obedient puppet.
So Canuck was the antagonist in season 1, Living World season 1. So we fought him on South Sun Cove. There he is. He's like a stumpy little alligator.
Let your mind
And so that's what he's talking about when he says, like, I've made amends,
We're nothing alike.
and so
You make slaves, I make
so
allies.
on, yada yada yada. But he gets arrested. What he was trying to do, though, in season 1 is he didn't really have ill intentions. He just wasn't going about it in a very good way. And so instead of putting him in jail, they decided that he could work off his debt by working for Countess Anise, who works for the Queen. And so that's why Anise sends him all over the place. And she'll continue to do that in Living World season 3? Did she do it in 4? No. I think it's just season 3. I think Living World season... Maybe it is Living World season 3 and 4. I always get confused because Living World
Mortimer
season...
took us all.
Uh-oh.
Ritlock? No, this is a trick, like before.
Found another rift.
Open it! We need to crack this illusion and weaken Mortimer's control.
2 of the Living World seasons went back to back, and I can never remember which ones they are. Maybe 3 and 4, it might be 4 and 5. I don't know. So this is a illusion of Ritlock, not actual him at all. There we go, rift open. So you fight him, you will fight Marjorie, we'll fight whoever your order person was that you picked in the first game, in the court game. I don't remember who I picked. I think I picked Priory.
That's better. Mortimer, get ready to bleed.
You were right, Commander. We are taking control. The Ridlock copy didn't vanish. It joined us.
That's how we'll win, by turning its puppets into our allies. Keep opening
Getting,
rifts until it has no more illusions to send.
Whatever that is called. Confusion. Mesmer skill. And I shoot at it, so I can't shoot at it right now. When he has that thing around his feet, you can't shoot at him. I would be able to, like, hit him with, Ooh. But yeah, that circle around his feet, I can't shoot at him. I have to click off of him when he has that. There he is. Because he will just reflect everything I do. And it will hit me with confusion instead of anything. So I have to turn my character around so I don't shoot at him by accident. There we go. So each ally that you rescue here, well, I'm gonna get a new one,
Too late, boss. We're all
gives you
part of the
something
dragon.
different.
Jory?
So, Ritlock just gave us occipital mastery, immune to blind and cripple, which is nice. Very useful. So you will just continuously get stronger as you go through this fight. So, and each ally gives you something different.
The rift is ready!
Teleport.
Thanks, boss.
Whoa!
Now we end
Temporal
this.
mastery, immune to slow, 15%
It's
chance
building
of
up
crit.
for a massive strike.
Oh shoot.
Shield yourself or take to the skies, now!
So when that happens, you have to fly. Ah! And if you land, you will die. There is a achievement for not getting hit by debris while you're flying. Try not to die here. No. It's the debris, I believe, is only in the second flight. There was no debris in this flight. Whoa! Hopefully somebody will get me up here. Thank goodness. This clear, ripply stuff on the ground you can't go into, or it will just start taking your health away. He pushes you into it though, so I often find myself in there. Oops. So next we should get Kate, and he gets down to 70% health. No?
Never should have left me behind. You know I can't be trusted.
Give it up, Mordremov. You're just making me stronger.
That's the other reason you leave Kate behind, is her bonus is stronger than Connacht's bonus. Because they do not give you the same one. Her bonus is also stronger than Fran's bonus. So, you want to leave her behind. Ah! One of the worst ways I died in this is I got knocked off the edge. And I didn't die. I fell off the edge, but I didn't fall, like, completely. And I was just stuck. And that was a bummer. Alright, so let's see. The one that she gives us
Back on
is
track.
permanently
Let's end
stable. So he can't knock me over anymore. So hers is very useful. And it's the only way you get it is if you do it. Worth it. And get away from the edge. So now it'll go, when it gets down to 60%, I will get the next one. Oh, I'm getting hit with confusion here. Oh, got that thing up again. Confusion one drives me out of my mind. I believe no matter which order representative you choose, I think the one they give you is the same. Here she comes. I think I'm Siren. Yes,
Siren?
Siren.
You'll pay for this, Mordremov.
I am power itself. I am life itself.
So I took the Priory then. But I am pretty sure that she gives you the same one no matter what. Come on, Siren. Stay still. Okay.
It's wonderful to see
And
you.
she gives you immune to
Always
confusion,
a pleasure, Siren.
which is
Let's finish
incredible. Because he no longer does damage to me.
this. Here it comes again. Protect
Oh.
yourselves or go airborne.
So yeah, this is the one where you have to avoid Debris! I didn't avoid debris. So I didn't get that achievement, but that's okay. I'll probably die here, but that I will just res again. Not yet, though. But yeah, the Bram's bubble will prevent.
What happened to your slaves, Mortimer? Now it's just you versus all of us.
Son of a bitch, you cannot win. You will all be consumed.
Oh, they're computing back again. Is that because I died? Could be. The thing I really enjoy about Rangers is the ability to get yourself up. The Warrior has immediate res, but you have to kill someone in order for it to work. Ooh, I'm in a circle again. I will keep doing it. Yeet. You just had an inside and an outside circle. That's you always score kills me once. Yep. I would like my heal back. Please. Please. So good. Oh. It's alright, I'll get up. I will get up. I really enjoy, each boss has their own theme song. One of those weird little things that I pay attention to. And when you do any of the fights later on where you have to revisit some of this stuff, so like with End of Dragons, you revisit the other dragon fights, and with the other fight that does it, Falcator, you hear their music when you're fighting that specific dragon energy, and I just find that entertaining. Rolled right into that. Oh, and he pushed me. I think it's at... Yep. Absolutely. And I feel like when you, like if you are healing, and I wasn't interrupted, like he just killed me. I feel like if you are healing, it should be like, don't totally understand why you would have passed out.
One more time. Cover up or get off the ground.
Alright. I usually like to find and you can take a moment to heal.
It's staggering. Back me up while I open the rift, and we'll tear the dragon's mind apart.
Too much resistance! I can't protect you!
Then we switch. I'll defend and you open the rift.
Your strength is all that is weak. Mine
pretty good for taking the brunt of all the attack. And these things will just keep coming until a certain time. That's not bad. Or until, maybe it's until you kill a certain amount of them, but I don't think so. I think it's just when you kill them. It's open, it's open. I'm coming.
It's stunned. Hit it with everything you've got.
At this point, you just run up here. Don't worry about the smothering shadows. And you gotta get that last one covered. And then sometimes he gets up and you have to do it again.
Recover.
Yeah.
Fall back and regroup.
So you usually get 2 or 3 times how much damage you do. I don't have anything extended on, I don't think, so I'm not doing a whole lot of damage right now. I don't usually put extended on my ranger unless I'm using it for something besides just like but I mean I do eventually, but it's not like a priority. So my ranger on my main account doesn't have extended, but she was from the last one. They do decent enough damage by themselves. And this certainly isn't like a high damage build because she's running like a thing. I'm sure she's running a bike. That makes it take longer to get knocked out. Ooh. I'm taking
It's open, Commander.
Stunned. Hit it with everything you've got. It recovered. Fall back and regroup.
That's my taking 4 times. Ooh. Ouch. Well, I'm not paying attention to the weapon that comes right. You definitely don't want to stand in circles like this. Not in case, in case that was obvious. It does a lot of and shoot them. And it's a pretty big circle, and it's hard to see. So, like, it's gonna come down square on top of your head. When it starts walking down. Stay out of the way again. Targeting north. so far away. By the time you get to him, he's already halfway back.
Recover!
Oh,
Fall back and regroup!
100%. One more time. Let's target off of also, when I do this, if you do use a trap ranger, I try to just use one trap at a time instance, because they just keep coming, so it's not worth wasting it on one dude. Some people run trap, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody run a trap ranger. Because there were a lot of better builds than that. And this was that I tried to put them both down. Whatever. It's not that it's not viable in PvE, but it used to be more so. And now there's just better builds, and especially with the scale shot. And I think a lot of people run Soldies. I think that's the big one that people run. This build I have a Soldies version of it that I actually like better than the Druid, and I forgot when I opened, or when I was training masteries, or elite specialization, I forgot that it's delivered as well.
You die. Torteria!
That wasn't so bad. I only full died one time, I think. Maybe two. But I think one.
You did it. 2 dragons down, 4 to go.
We did it. Mordremoth is dead.
Truly dead. I can't hear its voice in my head. It's completely gone.
And we Sylvari are still here. Still us. I wasn't sure.
Commander, my sword, Gallad Bolg, is nearby. It was a gift from the Pale Tree. I am connected, bonded to it. Only its power can free me from this. Please, bring it here.
I have the sword, Marshal.
Quickly now. Use it on me. Kill me, Commander.
What? No! Mordremoth is dead. We destroyed its mind from the inside.
But I still hear its voice. Mordremoth is alive. One last hateful vestige. A terrible seed planted deep in my mind. You must kill me, Commander, before that seed grows, before Mordremoth reclaims what it has lost. What's left of me can't survive on its own. Strike now or...
I am the future. I am this world. You cannot destroy me. Run while you can.
I won't let this all be for nothing. Stand back. I'm ending this now.
It's funny in that cutscene they make it seem like it's a bad thing. What just happened with the egg, but it's not. But like everything from the music to like dramatization of it, it just seems like it's bad, and it's not bad. It's just the egg absorbing magic, which is what dragons do. So, okay. In these dark times, I take up my pen and scroll and invite you to the open air memorial for heirs to Galkin. Please join us at the mourn and celebrate this legendary hero. The stone right setting in Holbrook, where Air lived, will be consecrated. Okay. That's the beginning of no, not E. I've been hitting B all week because I'm keeping track of it. World v. World. What is it that I want? H. Okay. Story journal. Yeah. So it's Living World Season 3. Path of Fire. Living World Season 4. Iceberg Saga. So these two are Living Worlds that are back to back. Are the ones that I was thinking of. Season 1 and Season 2 are back to back too, but that's not what I was thinking of. Okay, so this is the one where Bram becomes kind of a pain in the ass. This one's fun though because there's a new map for every chapter, and that was kind of fun. It was a little crazy, but it was fun. Chapter 4 was the same way. There was a new map for every chapter. Season 3 and Season 4 are by far my favorites. Season 4 specifically. I liked Path of Fire too, and I liked End of Dragons. Icebrood Saga was infuriating to me. It's fine. Like, it's a good story. It just makes me angry. End of Dragons was great. Too short, but it was great. So, Secrets of the Obscure, I would argue, was a little bit long. And Janthir Wilds I really liked, so. We're getting into the good stuff. After you get through Heart of Thorns, you start getting into the good stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with Heart of Thorns, because, again, the story's fine. I don't like the jungle. I don't like the maps in the jungle. Not to say they weren't well done, they are infuriating. Okay. 15 crystalline ore. The Punisher. Punisher, oh my god. Wow. Okay. Blaystone armor box. I don't know if I have anything from Blaystone armor, so I'll have to look at that. check to see how many Orient pearls I have and stuff from those daily things to see if I need to switch what I'm collecting. Sell. Okay. Box of Viper gear. Look at that. That is the other thing I wanted to look at to see what I was running. Yeah, see, so I don't have any trinkets. And I'm running okay. So I'm running Viper on two things. Or three things. These two are Surfer. And then Viper, 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 Viper. Okay. So I need those other two pieces and I need to get some trinkets. I don't know that I have many laurels, but going into Living World Season 3 is the best place. Is it Living World Season 3 that's the best one? Check. Yes. Living World Season 3 are the best maps to get ascended trinkets and back items. So each one of these maps has its own currency. And every day you can collect a certain amount of that currency, and then you can use it. You use it for all kinds of things, especially if you're going to do like the legendary. For Living World Season 3, the legendary is Aurora, and for Living World Season 4, it's Vision. So if you're going to do Aurora and Vision, which you should, then you need the currency. You need all the currency and quite a bit of it. So it's worth running those maps every day once you unlock them. So I will be doing that. I may not stream it because it might be a little bit monotonous, but I will be doing it. So I just run the hearts every day and run around collecting materials. Doesn't take too long, but I'll have to write down how many of each thing I need so that I can like cross it off so I know. Okay. What do I have to pick up? Coins. Let's see. I did want to check this before I go to bed. I think I'm going to end it here. This is really all I wanted to do tonight was finish Heart of Thorns. Then we have a couple of days of snow, so I will play it by ear, decide whether or not I'm going to come on. Because I might not have power or cable. So we'll see. Or it might not be a problem at all. But the next time I'm on, I will start... Oh, also the next time I'm on, if I don't come on Sunday or Monday, if I come on Tuesday, it will be Canthan New Year, and World Rush will be over. So, yeah. We'll have some other things to check out, too. So, I'm going to turn myself around to this funky purple stuff. And get knocked off the edge. It looks so much cooler now. Like it looked cool before, but it looks cooler now. I really enjoy the graphic refresh thing that they did, which which on paper didn't sound like it was going to be much, but there are certain parts of the game where it looks really nice. My only real issue is Janthier Wilds map. I don't know if anybody else has the problem with the water on Janthier Wilds. Not all the maps, I think it's just the one of them. But it's awful. So, anyway. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so thanks for hanging out while I beat Mordremoth. And the next time I'm on, we will be doing Season 3, which I really like. And I'll start the process of unlocking Aurora. And that'll be fun. It's one of my favorite things to do is legendary collections. So maybe I'll also pick a legendary weapon to start the collection for, because I like doing those too. Yeah. And we'll go from there. Until then, see you later. Bye.